Hello everyone, welcome you all in this platform of StudyIQ PCS channel. Today in our news analysis, we will discuss this Mukhyamantri Sadak Yojana. Odisha government has launched a new scheme and that scheme is Mukhyamantri Sadak Yojana. So let's discuss in detail. First thing first, the Odisha government has launched a new scheme that is Mukhyamantri Sadak Yojana, disaster resilient roads. What is the meaning or what is the purpose of this? As you know that Odisha is a state prone to disaster almost every year. It could be flood, it could be cyclone. So in monsoon, we expect flood. In late monsoon or in the summer, we can expect cyclones. So now it's time to build infrastructure which is infrastructure resilient. So with respect to that, Odisha government has decided to launch a new scheme, Mukhyamantri Sadak Yojana, disaster resilient roads. That means the road will survive even after the disaster to provide a smooth and a continuous transportation system. With respect to that, the objective to build resilient road infrastructure to ensure minimal disruption of what? Minimal disruption of any kind of disruption from the disaster with respect to the connectivity during and after disaster. It could be a cyclone or flood, enabling unhindered access to emergency services. Because we have seen many times in the past years that due to cyclone, for 10 days, 15 days, there is disruption in the emergency services. In flood system also, in during the floods also, we have seen that roads have been devastated, roads have been destroyed, emergency services have been stopped. So now the government has decided we will have those unhindered access to emergency operational services in disaster affected areas of the state. See, it has dual effects. The one aspect is during the cyclone or during any disaster, if communication would be, as you know, disaster resilient or uninterrupted communication system would be there, then it's easier for the authority to provide relief or assistance during the disaster. And similarly, after the disaster also, the authority can manage to have this or to provide those essential services to those disaster affected people or those regions. So first of all, we need to protect or prevent our infrastructure to be affected from this disaster. So that is the main objective or the motto behind this building of disaster resilient infrastructure, basically the road connectivity. Government says these roads are aimed to serve as a lifeline in the disaster prone areas, are to be durable and sustainable enough to withstand damage due to disaster with minimum maintenance. So government is also kind of concerned with respect to have a proper and robust road connectivity, and government has to spend very less money or what we call with the less maintenance. How can we provide a robust and a strong connectivity? That is the main concern for the government. That is the reason government came with this idea of disaster resilient infrastructure and specifically the road connectivity. So what government is going to do to build such disaster resilient road connectivity? Government says government will raise the road embankment above the flood level so that the road will not wash away. Similarly, providing protection walls, stone pitching to prevent such disaster, to prevent erosion, providing adequate number of cross drainage structure so that easily the flood water can be flown so that it would not hamper the road. Okay. Simultaneously, government is also proposing what? Possible locations ensuring proper drainage of flood water to avoid overtopping or breaches of the road. So generally we have seen that since there is no such proper way for the flood water or drainage system for the flood water, it comes over the top of the road. So ultimately roads are washed away. So government is specially paying attention to those areas which are vulnerable, which are more prone to these floods and cyclones, so that roads can be durable and sustainable even during the time of disaster and during the post disaster as well. So again, replacing submergible bridges with high level bridges and providing adequate catch water drains and braced walls on hillside of the roads, etc. So there are roads which is also affected by the landslides. That is also, so those hilly areas, majorly in the eastern Ghat, you can say. So there are hilly areas where during the landslides, it's not possible to access those regions. So that is also being taken by the government in this particular project. So this special measure should be taken care of. Okay. So for this total kind of project, government has decided it would be implemented for the next 5 years from 25-26 to 29-2030 with the annual project of or cost of 1000 crore. So almost for the next 5 years, you can say government is going to spend 5000 crore because annual budget is 1000 crore for this robust and strong infrastructural development. Apart from that, cabinet has approved for execution of project to the tune of approximately 500 kilometers targeted to be taken up during the 25-26 to 29-20 30. I mean, in the next 5 years, government is planning to develop such roads and connectivity of 500 kilometer, so that we'll have that disaster resilient road infrastructure to have a better connectivity, which will serve not only during the disaster to manage this disaster, to provide relief and all, and also during the post disaster management also. So that's it from my side with respect to this disaster resilient infrastructure. So this is our Abhyas Prelims batch. If you want to join or if you want to solve mock test before your prelims, you can join us in the Abhyas batch. Batch has already been started, but if you want to join, you can appear for the mock test from the very beginning, okay, or from the first test you will be able to provide, or you will be able to appear, and we will evaluate it. Then similarly, we have optional batches as well. We have sociology, we have geography, we have home science as well. Apart from that, we have this foundation batch of Arambh, which is a comprehensive foundation batch for the prelims and mains, because there are students those are having doubts like whether we start from the prelims or from the prelims point of view, or we will study from the mains point of view. So for that reason, we came with this idea to make the study combined. We'll have a single kind of preparation, that is the prelims and mains. Okay, so live classes would be there, unlimited recorded classes would be there. You'll be given the class notes, and which is handwritten, as well as the crux. Similarly, you will get mentorship support, 12 plus test series, as well as you will get weekly current affairs classes and Odisha special classes. Apart from that, we have this module of what on the basis of daily assessment, that is question would be given to you to solve, to examine yourself or to know yourself how much you have understood from a particular topic. So this would be in the form of mains as well as MCQs format. So Arambh batch is there. So batch is starting from the 10th May, and if you want to join, you can use the code JNLive to get the maximum discount. So that's it, and if you want this PDF, you can get it from my Telegram channel. You can follow me in the Facebook and Instagram, so that you can ask your query through this, and you can reach out to me if you have any query, any doubt regarding your preparation. Thank you everyone, and wish you all the best. Do like, share and subscribe this video. See you in another video analysis. Thank you.